Ooh, Bitcoin bulls, you are up to bat. Let's take a look and see what the next couple of days to weeks will have in store for us on the Bitcoin price action. So as you all know, about 2 weeks ago, our last video on the YouTube stream, we were talking about all of this movement that happened in this price action down here. And we were talking about like, what would we need to see out of a bottoming formation? And so I've kept people up to date on my Instagram channels in real time. My hive mind has been getting a lot of real time analysis as this Bitcoin price had continued to move sideways into the upside. And so I had called out that if we break this key level right here at $38,268, that we could see a move to the upside. Well, we got that, ladies and gentlemen. We got the bulls to step in. They're up to bat now. They're in control. And what concerns me the most is that we have not printed any higher highs yet. We're still in a lower high, lower low trajectory, but this looks promising. Like this structure here looks very promising. So there are several key factors here that make me feel that this recovery rally is actually real. So if you see, we had been over the past couple of months trading in a downwards channel since we broke this middle Keltner line around November 16th. And we had continued to traverse this down in between the middle and the lower Keltner band. We had the middle Keltner band acting as resistance, the lower Keltner band acting as support. The times that we had wicked down below, we got shot right back in and rode it until we could find some kind of momentum to get back in. There are several things that I'm looking at here from a bullish perspective, is that we have finally regained the upper Keltner channel bands with conviction here. We broke above the 38,200 region, which has been a major target for me on the downside and to the upside. So on the way to the downside, we said that if it breaks 38,000, that we would definitely see the lower targets, which turned out to be the $33,576 price range, which is, if we zoom out, we can see that this was a historic level of support way back here over the summer of 2021 between May and June. So this obviously makes a good location for us to be able to recover from in the price action. We also see on the weekly time frame that we had been in a downward sloping trajectory for the past couple of months here as well, and we finally broke out of it, and we broke out of it on volume. So there's this one indicator that you're looking at the bottom of the screen that you're like, why does NOTS have this indicator up? So this is the William Fitts indicator, and what it does, it points out potential bottoming formations. And so if you look here, we got a strong green signal here that lines up with these candles up top. And what makes me excited is that this indicator had called this bottoming formation for weeks and months, right? And so we're starting to see that step in again. And you can see that over the course of time, if you back test it, you can see we had a major bottom there. That was the COVID dump. This is the outlier here. But if you look back at the major descending triangle, there it was. And so when you saw that indicator and start buying in, you could expect that you were going to be entering in a safe location. So on this weekly time frame, there's some things that concern me from a health of the market long term. So I had been calling this out in the Hive Mind trading group that we could be potentially setting up for a macro head and shoulders formation. If you look at this range that Bitcoin has been in for nearly a year now, it has been a massive accumulation range. And so is this accumulation or is this distribution, right? So we'll know if this was an accumulation range if we can consider this the bottom and then shoot up and then consolidate and then break to a new all-time high. But now the problem comes in is that if we get rejected anywhere below 57 to 58K, this could end up turning into a right shoulder of a greater head and shoulders pattern. So I'll draw it out for you right here real quick. So this would be your left. That would be the neckline. The head would be the new all-time high that we established in November. Bring it down to where we are today. And then let's just say we get knocked down here. And then we would be looking for a right shoulder to come down and test that neckline at $35,420 again. If that's the case, then we will more than likely see below $30,000 on the Bitcoin price action. But until those conditions are met, we just have to deal with what the charts are giving us. So right now we're seeing a recovery formation. We saw bull step in and really provide us some strong support here. Let's take these lines off so that we can get a clearer view. So we saw them step in, turn this key level into confirmed support, and then start it to bounce. So let's dive into the daily time frame. Let's look at the 3 days. The 3 days is forming a tower bottom, which is where you see a strong sell-off, sideways action, and then a strong pump to the upside. So this is very promising for the Bitcoin chart that we may have seen the bottom. And I would like to go back to the weekly time frame and take a look at some other indicators that I've seen. So if we go over to this line break, so line break essentially shows the bullish and bearish momentum at a very basic level. And so what we've seen in the past is that anytime that Bitcoin has several weeks of red candles and then we form a green candle, we have a nice bullish reaction to it. You're like, how do you see this, Knox? If you go back in time, you can see we had it here, rip to the upside. We had it here, massive rip to the upside. And if we go throughout history, you can see when we had several weeks of red candles and then they flip to green on this line break, the fractal plays out in a very bullish momentum for the Bitcoin chart. So you can see that the weekly candle just opened about a couple of hours ago. Right now it's 2:57 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that closed about 6 hours ago or 7 hours ago. My math is off. It's late. But you can see that we have started to form a green candle here. So I'm interested to see how this is going to play out over the next couple of days and weeks and see where this candle finally closes. But this has historically been a very strong signal for the Bitcoin price action. If we go into the Heikin-Ashi, which also shows a fractal of bullish and bearish momentum, you can also see the same thing applies here. Weeks of red candles, and then you get that green candle, we rip to the upside. Same here. Weeks of red candles, get that green candle, rip to the upside. If we go back and we look in history, weeks of red candles, upside. Weeks of red candles, upside. So let's really take this indicator with some caution here and, be prepared for any kind of bullish action that comes out of this. I'm still looking for key targets around 50,000 and also this blue box territory around 48,000. So let's keep those two targets on our radar. I'm really interested to see if we can break above 57 to 58K and shoot towards the new all-time high. If so, we're going to have a strong 2022. But because of the history of February, typically stocks and crypto take a breather and some setbacks. And so, just as a warning and caution, I would just make sure that I would be, using proper risk management and ensuring that I am protected in case we do take that rip to the downside from here. From what I'm seeing, though, we're on low volume. We've been in low volume for a long time here, nearly half a year since our major run up in the beginning of 2021 back here. So we've been in a, consolidation range essentially. It's just we've been having wilder swings because there's, less Bitcoin to go around, and whales are really trying to hold on to their Bitcoin and not sell off and dump the price, because everybody knows that eventually Bitcoin is going to, head towards that 100K region. Whatever. Diving into the 1 hour, we saw a strong short squeeze happen here where we had a break above the Keltner channels bands on the 1 hour on strong volume. We stayed above that Keltner channel band for a while, came down, retested it, and then boomed again. And then we formed this accumulation zone here where it was a tight range. And then now we're in that, let's test the upper bands again and then, see what happens come Monday morning. So I'm super excited for Bitcoin this week, and I can't wait to see how the altcoins react. So far, altcoins are reacting crazy. Let's dive into Ethereum. So Ethereum US dollar is probably going to show stronger than Bitcoin. Yes, it's definitely showing stronger of a reaction rally here than Bitcoin. If we take a look at the weekly chart, we see that Ethereum has actually held up stronger than Bitcoin over the past couple of weeks, and now we're starting to see it recover. We haven't seen it regain that middle Keltner on the 1 week, but I don't think we saw that on Bitcoin either. Let me double check myself. And yes, I'm not going to edit this video. I'm just going to upload it as is. Same thing with Bitcoin. We still have not regained that middle line here around 44,000. So I really don't expect Ethereum to regain it until Bitcoin starts to test those upper regions. And just as a quick check-in on some of my hot cryptos that I've been tracking for the past couple of months and have, extensive exposure to, we can see that Bitcoin over the last 7 days has gained 12.49%, Ethereum 18%, Solana has been killing it at 26%. And then, oh man, Gala, you've been rocking at 82%. So definitely want to get involved with, some very strong projects. Those recover quicker than a lot of these smaller caps. Right now, SHIB is on a run as well. We can talk about that on a future stream, but I definitely want to point you all to my website, Jeremy Knotts Crypto. We got a lot of information out here. It's at jeremyknotts.com. We have some free crypto education that I want you to make sure that you take advantage of. So you can see that we talk about, what are NFTs. We got some articles on basics of Bitcoin. We also got some strategy investment opportunities there. And of course, we got our fundamental and technical analysis posts here. So definitely check out jeremyknotts.com and let me know what you guys think. We also have some memberships opening up in the HiveMind Trading Tribe here in the next couple of days. If you want to know more about it, definitely take a look at this video on YouTube. Right now, our education and collective intelligence packages have been sold out. We do have a very limited amount of HiveMind intelligence package left at this price. And then, as you all know, that this is going to increase to $149.99 and then $49.99. So make sure you stay up to date with that. With our Discord, you can see that over the past couple of days, we've been calling out strong targets across all of these major cryptos that have been listed on my website. You can see that we have been talking about this 38.2K with a support resistance flip. And then we entered trades at 39K since we didn't get the SR flip. And we doubled down with trailing stop losses so that we can lock in profits. This is just a quick report on what was going on with Facebook, what we were seeing with Meta, and how it was having an impact on the market. But we saw that the Amazon play had really brought the tech sector back up. And so, their earnings call and future innovations have really piqued investors' interest. So definitely make sure you subscribe to my Instagram channel so that you can stay current and up to date with all of these trades that are happening. We also have a lot of bots that are going haywire, which is telling us, some of these reversal points. You can see that one of the bots had actually called this Bitcoin reversal at 7 a.m. that day. And then for the new traders and investors, we do have a bunch of beginner level Bitcoin videos. We have a beginner series. We also have several ebooks that our community and myself have contributed to. Got our futures trading tutorials out there. So make sure you dive into all of this stuff. And, I would say that I would look forward to Bitcoin having a bullish continuation. If you really want to keep in touch with what's happening day in and day out with Bitcoin in real time, make sure that you join our Hive Mind trading tribe and get locked in at these rates for the lifetime of your subscription. Once you cancel your subscription, then that price is no longer guaranteed and you'll be at risk of coming in at a higher price because these are based off of how many people are in the Discord. Currently, we have about 73 members in our Discord of varying membership levels. So, this thing is going hot. You don't want to lose out and miss your opportunity. We have a lot of great information. We have walkthroughs of how to use our Discord. We have technical analysis, which is primarily kept up by myself as the chief analyst. We also have fundamental analysis where we talk about different fundamentals that are coming out. We also post, top plays that we're looking at coming up, such as metaverse plays, Gala Games definitely had, some shouts out in here. And as you see, that got 84% gains from the bottom. Axie Infinity has been going crazy as well. So I recommend that you get plugged into a good community when it comes down to your investing and trading. Knowledge is 99% of the battle. Taking action on that knowledge is pivotal in becoming a successful investor and crypto trader. So this is your boy Knots. Just wanted to check in with you all. I know I haven't uploaded a video here on YouTube in a couple of weeks. My biggest thing was making sure that my Hive Mind had all of the courses, books, and tools that were needed for them to be successful. So I had been busy, really busy grinding out content for them and making sure that they get the value out of the Discord as I would like them to. Also, just to note that we do have other opportunities that are going to come up with our Discord in the future. So if you're interested in becoming an educator, an analyst, or someone that wants to do altcoin research, we definitely have ways to compensate there. So hit me up, let me know your thoughts, and I hope you all have a great week this week. Make sure you crush it in life and everything that you do. Make sure that you pay attention to Bitcoin, keep buying, dollar cost averaging over time, and I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Talk to you soon. Peace.